We have 3 boys, 2 of which have gone through the public school system. Elementary school was fantastic. The teachers were awesome. We knew anytime there was a problem, anytime something was great. The higher we got in the system, the less that seemed to be, until our oldest boy in high school was flunking out. I'm setting up parent-teacher meetings. Nothing's happening until I finally have a teacher tell me, well, I can't call every parent. Okay, well, unless all your kids are flunking, you can call the parents of the ones who are. He was basically bored. Our middle son graduated a different high school, still public, asked to join the Honor Society 2 years in a row, graduated with honors. First year in college, had to take remedial math and remedial English. Two boys through the public system, supposedly good schools, not getting the education, and very smart boys. Both of them offered to go through the gifted and talented program. So with the third one, who's a little bit farther down the line, a little bit spaced apart, also in the gifted and talented program, we just decided there was no way he was going through the public system. We were going to find somewhere that his education was going to be first rate, he was going to get pushed, he was going to be challenged. So we started shopping, and this is where we settled, and this is his 3rd year. But as far as him, he is challenged all the time with his education. He doesn't come home, he's like all kids, he's going to have his off days. But I don't hear this every day, what'd you do today? Nothing. Which I heard from my other 2 when they were in high school.
And junior high.
And junior high. So, you know, when I ask him, what'd you do today? He can tell me what he did in math, he can tell me what he did in English, he can tell me what he did in science. Very rarely is the day that he tells me he was bored.
That was the thing. He's challenged. He's not lost in the crowd. The smaller class sizes are phenomenal for someone like him. He's very high achieving. He's very driven. That was another reason why we didn't want to go through the public school system, was because he would have been lost in the crowd. And he is smart enough to know when it's busy work, and he won't do it. If he knows and that was the same with the older 2. If they know it's busy work, if they know it doesn't count, they won't do it. Everything he does here counts. He's engaged. He's with the teachers. He knows the principal. He knows at any time that if he has a problem, he can tell the teacher, I would like to speak to Mr. Yu. And Mr. Yu will make time for him. We had the opportunity. He was in a lottery for a couple of different schools and was actually chosen for, he was had the opportunity to attend 3 different schools, one of them being IDEA. And when we looked around, IDEA was what we settled on. We liked the way they operate. We liked their standards 100% of the time. We like the fact that the kids are held responsible for their own work, for their behavior. That is not true in the public school system. There's just too much disruption. There's too many things that go wrong. There's too many kids. The numbers are just overwhelming. Whereas in a charter school, even as they grow, the numbers are still small. The teachers are engaged. I know here at IDEA, one of the things that they do is in the first week of school, I have a cell phone number and an email address of every one of his teachers. And they have a homework helpline.
They answer.
And they answer, yes, the teachers actually do. They answer your emails. They answer your phone calls. The kids know that they can call the teachers. The kids have the teachers' phone numbers. They have a program, Call 3 Before Me. They have friends' cell phone numbers and email addresses. If they need homework help, they can call one of their friends in class. They know that, and their friends know that that's their first line. So there's a lot more engagement individually. If they still have a problem, they know they can contact the teacher. The teachers have cell phones, and they say, you can call us up until 8 o'clock at night. So, and I know that I can call the teachers if there's something wrong, and they'll talk to me. And you don't get that in a public school system. You try getting the private cell phone number of any teacher in a public school, and they'll tell you, no, you call the office. Not me, you call the office first. So we just knew that he's a smart kid, and he loves school. And we wanted to keep that love of school, because we saw with our older two that when they got into junior high school and they got into high school, that love for school died. And my oldest son, we have never gotten him to go into college because of the situation during his high school years. And my middle son, because of the makeup work that he had to do in college, is struggling to complete an associate's degree, even though he is also a very smart kid. And we don't want that for our youngest. We don't want that for Jake. We want him to be ready for college. We want him to go to college, and we feel like we can get that through charter schools.